Hello, Miss Golden Girl. Let's talk about what I did with my money in 2025. Planning for the future. Hello, Miss Golden Girl. And this is how I took control of my personal finances in 2025. Today is December 31st, 2025. Binders. This is my binder where I keep my track of as you see, I got the calendar here, 2025. I got 2 years in here right now. This is my monthly expenditures. I do up a calendar for each month. I have my spreadsheets behind it. And so I got 2025 in here. Well, I'm trying to put 2026 in here too. I don't know if I'm going to make it. It's already stuffed. But I've got the calendar set up for January 2026. I got my income tax binder. Yes, keep track of my taxes. I got my YouTube channel expense binder. Yes, I am a small YouTuber, just a newbie. I started my YouTube channel in January 2023. Is that right? No. January 2022. January 2022. I started my YouTube channel. It costs money to bring content. And I'm all about vlogging about my lifestyle and my passion for traveling. And this now is my apartment binder. Yes, I got my apartment. June 19, 2025. And so I keep track of all my apartment expenditures. Everything is in here, the process of getting the apartment. I would say I'm organized, detailed. And I've got this little folder here. I have a bigger binder, but it's sort of thick. But I am here in Georgia now seeking work in Georgia. I have put behind me my seasonal work, traveling. So I've got information in there, jobs that I've applied for. And this here is my nifty little binder. You can see I've had this from 2013. I got all my passwords in here. So it goes where I go. I can't remember all my passwords. But staying organized has really helped me in keeping track and helped me with my 8-year plan. Yes, let's talk a little bit more about my 8-year plan. Well, I want to talk about something that my dad always told me, and I'm applying it in my 8-year plan. And I've applied it throughout my life, really. he always says, it's not how much money you have, but what you do with what you have. I want to describe myself as a little fish in a big pond. And I'm swimming around in that big pond. And I'm taking advantage of some of the things that the bigger fish do on a smaller scale. I'm not striving to be a millionaire. I never have. I just want to be able to live comfortable, to do the things that I want to do. And so I may have to accomplish those goals differently, but the most important thing to me is that I accomplish them. My goal was from age 9 to visit all 50 USA states. And I did it. I started the process in 1960, and I didn't complete it until 2024. But I did it. So I'm in a new season with many, many new beginnings. This 8-year plan of mine is from age 72 to age 80. I'm forgetting about the past, what I did, what I accomplished then. I'm focused on the 8-year plan. And in this 8-year plan, I want to work until age 80. I took an early retirement in 2003. It'll be 23 years, January 1st, that I did that. But let's talk about 2025, how I took control of my personal finances in 2025. I paid off $13,000 in consumer debt. I still have a remaining balance of $7,000. The goal was to have the whole $20,000 paid off in 2025. But I got my apartment. I got my apartment 2 years sooner than I had it on the 8-year plan. So I spent some of my debt retirement money to furnish the apartment. And it's not completely furnished, but it's furnished enough that I'm comfortable. What I have remaining to furnish is my bedroom and the living area. But I'm okay in taking smaller steps, baby steps. I saved in high yield savings account, as I shared in previous videos, that I'm about saving now. Not so much, I'm not about investing anymore. I'm about saving. Anything I put away, I need it to stay there. So, in savings, I started an emergency fund. Yes. And what I accomplished in 25 with the emergency fund savings, I accomplished 1 month of expenditures that I saved. And I have now moved that money into 3 different traditional bank accounts. I was saving it in 2025 in a high yield savings account because I wanted to earn some money off of that. Now I'm going to stay on track. I'll come back to my what I earned in saving. So I moved that to 3 traditional bank accounts so that I can easily get it, have access to it. But I saved it throughout the year in a high yield savings account. That's my emergency fund. I'm saving for my long-term care. And the goal is to have $50,000 saved by time I turn 80 or in that year. So I have my long-term care fund. I have a nest egg fund. And what that is, I treat that as I save all year long, and then I take that money at Christmas time and I use it to help with my Christmas expenses. That's my nest egg fund, which I could use it for some other things if I might choose not to use it for Christmas. But right now, I have that allocated to use at Christmas time. I have a tax fund, and my tax fund, way I've gotten money for that is that last year with the cost of living increase with Social Security, any remaining after paying the increase in the insurance premiums, I put that monthly into the tax fund. And I'm going to do the same thing in January. We'll get the cost of living increase from Social Security. And any remaining after the increase in covering the cost of the increase in the insurance premium, then I'm going to put that over in the tax fund. What I decided is that instead of me in 2024, what I did, I withheld more money from my earned income check to cover taxes, and so that was going to straight to the IRS. Well, I decided I want to earn a little money off of the additional taxes that I need to withhold, because when I take my earned income and add it to my fixed income, then my withholdings from the earned income, W-2 wages, not 1099 wages, it doesn't take out enough. So I have to have additional taxes withheld. So I made the decision. See, I'm getting wiser, like why let the IRS just hold that money when I could put it in a high yield savings account and I could earn a little interest on it during the year. So hey, every little bit of interest earned is more in my pocket. Okay, that's my tax fund. And so I'm starting a rent fund in 2026. And what I want to do till the remainder of the 8-year plan, I'd like to save $1,200 a year in that rent fund. Now, the goal of the rent fund is, when I get to age 80, I am not going to work anymore, and I would strictly have to exist off of my fixed income. Now, with the apartment, I know probably each lease that the apartment is going to increase. And so what I'm planning on is that hopefully it wouldn't increase any more than $100 a month. So I want to have, that's where the $1,200 figure comes from that I'm trying to save for the remainder of the 8-year plan for this rent fund, to have money in the rent fund to cover any increase that my apartment may encounter after age 80. My goal is to, up until that time, is to cover it from my earned income. Yeah, to cover it from my earned income. But we'll see how that goes. So yes, that's how I took control of my personal finances in 2025. Also, what I did, I mentioned I reduced my consumer debt, the $20,000 down to $7,000. I earned from the high yield savings accounts $100. So I'm proud of that. And I have to pay taxes on that. I've been watching some videos and I'm surprised, but a lot of people don't know that you have to pay taxes on interest earned. We don't get to claim any more itemized. Well, I don't know. They changed it, but in one time, you could claim home interest, you could itemize, and you could claim your interest from your mortgage, you could claim your personal consumer interest. So I'm not going to say. I need to look and see what they're doing this year. Every time when I get ready to prepare taxes, I have to look and see, because they keep changing things. But yes, I understand that I will have to report that $100 on my income tax when I do my taxes from my savings. But that's okay. I want to save. I'm tired of being loyal to traditional banks and they're not giving me any money. I'm going to keep them. And what I've done is that I've moved my emergency fund, the 1 year of the 1 month that I've saved. The goal is I'd like to have in the emergency fund 3 months of my monthly fixed income. Yes. And I think that's enough, because my fixed income is my pension and my Social Security. And so far, they've been pretty reliable. I've been drawing the pension now for 22 years. And I've been drawing Social Security for 12 years. So they've been pretty fixed. The check comes in on time. So far. And so I feel that 3 months of that fixed income in my emergency fund should be sufficient. See, what else did I touch on? I paid off my car. Yes, I paid off my car in 2025. So I'm feeling pretty good about my personal finances. I'm okay with that. I didn't meet the goal of being debt-free by, paying off all the remainder of the $34,000 that I started this 8-year plan with in consumer debt, credit card debt. I wasn't counting the car on that. It was credit card debt. I had ran those credit cards up. And so, but not again. I'm very proud of myself that I set this goal of I'm going to use the credit cards, but to pay off existing balance within the cycle so as to avoid interest. So I had very little interest in 2025. I took advantage of balance transfers so as to move that debt from existing credit cards to this credit card that was giving me awesome balance transfers. And so I'm happy about that. I'm happy. So focused, it takes work, it takes dedication, but I'm determined to put in the work monthly, tracking what I'm doing. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy for my personal finances in 2025 and how I took control of them. So we'll see what 2026 brings. All right, Miss Golden Girl here, working my 8-year plan. Yes, working my 8-year plan. Well, enjoy the last day of the year, December 31st, 2025, before we approach another year. All right. Love you, Go Nuggets. And so I'm going to focus. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm still focused on my 8-year plan. Take care. Bye. God bless.